What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm over here in just a lot of different location. I'm over here in the mountains of northeast Georgia. Got my wife Savannah with me. The intro may be a little bit choppy, maybe may have a little more cuts than what y'all are accustomed to, but we're right here next to a little road. It's got a ton of traffic, tons of super loud traffic. But we're up here hunting the Chattahoochee Bass today. Savannah's then scooted on down the trail down to the river trying to beat me to the punch. But let me get on down here, stop running my mouth, see if we can find one. There's been some rain the last couple days. I'm not really sure. I mean, I can tell, I'm sure these creeks were lower before that rain came through, but so there's pretty good flow coming through them. Maybe that's a good thing though. A couple times I have tried to fish for this Chattahoochee before I've struck out, so fingers crossed, hoping for a little better success this time. There she is. She done scooted down here. She can't even make it down the hillside.
I could make it down with my foot.
She thought she was gonna beat me to the punch, but what are you trying to beat me for? Apparently there is honey in the rock for you. But y'all seen me fish for a bunch of different red eyes before. I've put one video on the channel attempting to get this specific one, but the area we were fishing in was too inundated with rainbow trout, brown trout. Yeah, too inundated with trout. I wasn't able to keep them off the hook long enough to get my target species. But these guys, I mean, as y'all can guess by the name, I mean, like with any of other red eyes that y'all seen on the channel, being called the Chattahoochee Bass, these guys are native to the Chattahoochee River drainage. They're endemic to this river drainage. You can find them nowhere else in the world. And like the warrior bass and the Cahaba bass that y'all see me fish for a good bit, and these are one of the rapidly declining species, due to land use changes and just habitat degradation and them hybridizing with the non-native Alabama bass. They just can't catch a break. So pure populations that are remaining of them are few and far between. Hope that we can find one in here today. Down. Uh-oh, I'm dreading taking this plunge because I know it's gonna be cold. Air temperature here is 73 degrees this morning. Whew, yeah. It's so cool how much pyrite and stuff is in the water here, how the water just shimmers and flickers. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you. It does seem like every time I come target these, it's right after the weather has just had a drastic change. Have you even seen any fish trailing? No. I hadn't either. I'll just be happy with one, y'all. I mean, these are just from pictures I've seen of them. I've never seen one in person, but these guys, just from the pictures I've seen of them, they look just like the most beautiful bass species I've ever seen. Ooh, had a bite. Something wanted a taste of the Joe fly right there. I do know, just from everything I've watched and read on these guys, that they will sit in more turbulent water than a lot of the red eyes that I've fished for in the past. They're more likely to be sitting in these rapids than say a warrior or a Cahaba bass. I've just always had such bad luck for them every time I fished for them in the past. I just really do hope that today can be different. I think a lot of it has to do with the creeks and rivers being different than what I'm used to. Just having much more water moving through them, just a little bit different type of fishing than what I'm accustomed to chasing all the other ones that I've chased. But one thing, like every other red eye I've ever fished for, they don't live in ugly places. Absolutely beautiful scenery. I had a brook off on my little Joe's fly. So now I'm putting this little I forget what type of jig head it is, but it's got like almost a bullet weight made onto the hook. But I'm putting that with a little Berkeley little Trooper Max Scent in green pumpkin color. Try something, just working some of these little deeper pockets a little bit slower. See if maybe they just acting a little funny because of just a huge temperature fluctuation that there has been over the last couple days. Got it. Oh, I lost it. Dadgummit, y'all. I think that was one. You see him? Man. Blew it. Had my chance and I blew it. See that 80 right there? That looks good. That 80 right there. Under that, where the 80 is, under the bush. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got one, y'all. We got something. It appears to be a bass. Chattahoochee. Ah. Come here.
I'll drop it.
That's it. That's it, y'all. I knew something was gonna be right there in that 80. Ooh. 2 years of trying to knock this thing off the bucket list, and we got it. That dude's beautiful. I see the crescent behind the eye, how good those spots are separated. Beautiful, beautiful red, orange color on the daggum soft dorsal, the anal, and caudal fin. He's pretty. That's what all this right here has been about. Savannah thinks I'm crazy, but she gets to see what this has all been about now.
I'm happy you caught it finally.
There he is. It's a beautiful little Chattahoochee. Maybe we'll get a bigger one, but I'm happy with him. We're gonna go ahead and get him back in the water though. Yeah, I called that one, y'all. I told Savannah that little 80 right there under that tree. There'd be one right there. You think I'm smart now, don't you? What? Come on, give me credit. He was right there. One place that he ain't though is in that tree. That's not how we catch the second one. This looks good. This is a big old deep hole. First I'm gonna cast over here. There's a little 80 right here against this bank. I'll start with it before I start working the bigger open parts of this hole. Oh, that's a bite. I wasn't quick enough though. It was a real quick hit and bite, and I thought about it instead of setting the hook. Thinking about it don't catch the fish for you. They ain't got hands, so if they're tapping on it, they're obviously biting it. I learned that one day. Heck yeah. A stick. I thought she done had a fish. Dang. Oh well. I legit thought you had one. For just red eyes that I've ever caught in general, that only leaves the Altamaha and the Bartrams. Chattahoochee is the first of the Georgia species that I've been able to manage. Swing and a miss. I just can't connect, y'all. It's got to be a little sunfish. That must be something little right there. He's done chewed on it a couple times and I've swung and missed. I'm over here like my kids playing softball and baseball, swinging and missing on these things. I'm getting a bite right now, but I got my line wrapped around my rod. Oh no. I hope you don't get it down his throat and swallow it. That's gotta be a sunfish the way it's biting at it though. That's not a bass. He's chewing on it that whole time. I was trying to, got him. Let's see what he is. That's a bass. I hope he didn't swallow it though. Cause he was sitting there chewing on it that whole time. Oh, he came off. Dang. Oh well. That's why he couldn't get on the hook. He's a little pipsqueak. All right, we're gonna get Savannah rigged up with what the fish want today. They obviously don't want them little spinners. All right, now we got Savannah rigged up with a Bass and Habits Ned head right there. We got her the Berkeley Maxent little trooper on it, like I'm using. Now, who knows? This may be the first, if she can manage to catch a Chattahoochee, it may be the first one that that a Bass and Habits product has ever been used to catch. Gotta fish that slow, baby. You ain't fishing a spinner no more. Think about how a crawfish is moving along the bottom of it. Try to envision that as you're doing it. Think you can think like a crawfish? Well, I guess you was thinking like one. They like to get up under rocks. Just getting frustrated, y'all. Uh-oh. Got him. Got him. Chattahoochee number 2. Haha. They're strong little boogers. How many you caught, son? I'm over in the sunlight. I want that orange to really pop. Look at it. Check that out. That is a beauty. It's probably gonna flop out of my hand, but that's got to be the prettiest bass that there is. Get this little dude back. He's raring to go. Those colors really pop. Maybe I've hooked you up with the juice now. What's your excuse? I mean, what? Come on. I've given you what they want.
I don't like this type of fishing. I like walking the creek.
She says she don't like this kind of fishing. She don't like getting hung up under all the rocks and stuff. She can't deal with the current. But hey, I mean, you realize why I enjoy it there, don't you? You like it, don't you?
I like walking the creek.
It's beautiful and peaceful. Pretty place. We're gonna see if we can get her one though. We're gonna try. We're gonna try our dangest. We're gonna give it our best effort. That looks like one right there. That spot just looks perfect. Made exactly the cast I wanted, but either he ain't home or he ain't hungry. Oh, he's home and hungry. Dang. I'm gonna save this one for you. I know where he is. I could cast back in there and catch him, but I'm a nice guy. Sometimes. She's gonna pick up my rod and try to use it and immediately get hung. Then set mine back down in the water. I mean, what is it? What is that? What are you doing? I want you to get one.
Daddy, I'm not going to.
Not with that attitude. That's where Summer gets that attitude from of, I can't.
I'm not going to because I keep getting hung up.
I'm wondering why Summer's always so negative, always so I can't. See, I'm over here, I can, and I'm going to, and I will. She's over here, I can't. Just from the...
I keep getting hung up.
From the onset, just negative. Y'all drop her a comment down below. Tell her, don't be so negative. Life is good. You're in the middle of a pretty...
I'm enjoying being out here.
You're in the middle of a pretty creek up in the northeast Georgia mountains.
I'm enjoying being out here. I don't have to fish to enjoy
and then
being
you
out
just,
here, though.
You can't. You just can't.
I don't have to fish to enjoy being out here.
Out here, hold it back for a second.
What?
I would walk to that rock right there. Oh, I got one. Oh, he came off. I would walk to that rock.
Okay.
Cast right through there. It's starting to get to a point where it's too deep to wade, y'all. So this may be maybe nearing the end of the Chattahoochee Bass journey. I'm gonna make a couple casts on either side of this log right here. Hit this little pool from a different angle. A lot of times that makes all the difference in the world. You can go in from a different angle, catch fish that showed no interest. You're fishing it from other directions. I don't know if that'll be the case or not right here, but there's been many times where just casting at a pool from a different angle has yielded way different results. Oh, missed one. Should let him have it a little bit longer. Got him. Oh, I had him. That's such a textbook place for him to be. And he was. All right, we're heading back upstream now. Last little leg of our journey here. Broke off on the daggum hellgrammite, so I've went back to old trusty Berkeley little trooper max scent. Just can't beat them. I always try to throw something else on when I'm out here creek fishing, just to just see if it's all in my head or something, but just can't beat them when it comes to fishing when there's any form of current or anything. All right, I'm gonna work this old deep pool from a different angle now. See if I left any stragglers behind. Who I forgot about how much leader line I broke off earlier. Definitely gotta think about that when I'm casting. That's all the line on my reel now. Give me the bat. Got him. Rocked his whirl. Man, y'all, I just can't get over that. Get over how pretty those dudes are. When you do have one hit it, you need to maybe just kind of feel until you can feel him running with it. Because they're so little that they're not sucking it all in at once. Got one right here. Got him. Heck yeah. Chattahoochee number 4 to hand. He's a slender little dude, but he is gorgeous too though. Man, check him out, y'all. Check that out. All right, buddy. Luckily, it doesn't seem that Alabama bass have made it to this stream. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anybody's decided to throw any in here yet. Because all these, I mean, they all appear to be purebred Chattahoochees. Purebred populations, they've pretty much been extirpated down like the middle Chattahoochee and areas further south. They're definitely a little hidden gem of this area though. I believe Savannah's got, oh man, that sucks. She had her a Chattahoochee hook, y'all. Heartbreaker. Guys, I think she might have one. Is that it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, she was getting it in her hand and he flopped off. Oh. She's determined. I know it sucks that that heartbreaker she had a while ago though. Almost having that one in her hand and then having it come off. That sucks. She's bound and determined to get one now. I don't think she really cared too much earlier. She couldn't have cared less. But after having a couple flop off, she you can tell change in her demeanor. She wants to make it happen now. He done. Snake. It touched you. You did the worst thing you could do, you know that, right? You were standing right by a pile of debris and stuff, so obviously there's more of a chance one's gonna be right there, that a snake was gonna be there. All right, y'all, it's gonna be a wrap for this one. The battery ended up dying on me right there. We didn't end up getting any more fish. Savannah had tried for a little bit longer because she had a fire lit in her after missing this couple, or after having this couple flop off the hook on her. She really wanted to get one after that point. That snake coming out kind of got her a little disoriented there, and then she ended up being back on a shelf in the middle of the river trying to fish a little bit more. And that same snake came back. Didn't get that part on camera though, because the GoPro had already died at that point. But that's pretty much it for her. Once it came around that second time and ran her off, she was done for. She didn't want to be out there no more. But all in all, I mean, it was a pretty good trip up there to North Georgia. It's pretty awesome to finally get the Chattahoochee Bass. I mean, 'cause I've been trying for right at 2 years to get that thing. It was absolutely worth it though. That was an absolutely beautiful fish. Glad that I finally got it. And that leaves the Altamaha and the Bartrams for me to have caught all of the redeye bass species. Still lacking those two. Maybe we'll get back over there and get them here before too long. Now, I also do want to give a big shout out to one of my YouTube friends. He was a real integral part to me finally being able to get this Chattahoochee Bass. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But the channel is called Dedicated Fisherman. I'll put a link to his channel down in the description below. Might put a card right here. I don't know. It may be too late in the video. Little in video cards are probably already popping up. But yeah, even so, I'm going to put a link to his channel down in the description below. But y'all be sure to drop in and check him out. I mean, he does lots of videos fishing for the Chattahoochee Bass, fishing for shoal bass also, and then just various other species right there across the North Georgia area. Seen some brook trout videos of his, some smallmouth bass videos of his. Does a lot of cool stuff. Real good channel, real interesting channel. Now, I do want to close this one out with saying that the content going forward may be getting fewer and further between during the fall, because I mean, we're back to that time of year that all my kids' activities are going on. Got my youngest one in cheer, my son playing baseball, and my oldest daughter playing softball. Yeah, all that's in full swing. So obviously with that, there come less opportunities to be out fishing. So obviously that's going to affect the content and make the videos fewer and further between. I do have a couple left from earlier in the year, from back in the spring and whatnot, that I'm going to edit and put out over the next couple weeks. But after that, content may come to a crawl. But all right, let's go ahead and get this one wrapped up. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see y'all next time.